Alright, so day one at the Baja Classic and Prosperity Motorplex. They had set up a legit drag strip complete with a tree, and these boys brought the heat. You talk about some fast bikes out here. You had everything from motovoxes, doodle bugs. I tried drag racing the BT200. There was another BT200 there. There was a lot of burning rubber going on. You had some seriously built bikes out here, and they were going just about as fast as I'd ever want to go on a mini bike.
That's moving.
So I had drained some pressure out of my tires to get some traction, and I had to learn the hard way that I'd done it way too much. We all know if you ain't wrenching, you ain't riding. So let's get after it. Rattle can field fixes.
Alright, so it's race day. We got to do an oil change on this motor just for precautionary. And we didn't bring a funnel because we're stupid. Don't want to pull the motor off to do it and all that. So we drain the oil out of it, but we can't get an oil bottle in here. You know, I've tried cutting up a Mountain Dew bottle and that seemed to work okay, but we came up with a different idea. We took the nozzle off of a tube of RTV, punched a hole in a Ziploc bag and zip tied it on there, and we're gonna see if this works. Really just made like a redneck oil bladder out of it. So we're about to try it and see if it works, see what happens. Made a little bit of mess, but it worked.
Up first we had the powder puff class, which is ladies only, and it did not take long to figure out how muddy this track actually was.
Took it like a champ. Yeah, she did. Took it like a champ. Got up.
Up next you had the 17 and under class. And these were probably the most competitive people I'd seen on that track all day long. They were fighting for this left and right. Y'all don't realize how tough it was to stay upright on this track. So at this point, this guy had broke down right there in front of John. John, being who he is, decided he was going to step out there and help him. And you know the old saying, no good deed goes unpunished. Hey buddy, you're going to need a new pull cord. John ran in the limited modified class, and it did not take us long to realize that we did not build this bike for these conditions. A common problem people were having was that the filters were getting so plugged with mud they couldn't breathe, and the engines were shutting off. Now, I had spent a better part of the day watching everybody else eat it, and I was about to learn a very hard lesson. Traction really matters. And I would really love to tell y'all that it got better after this, but it didn't. Now on that spill, I took the left side of those handlebars to the ribs, and I could not breathe.
I got nothing. That's it. I can't even finish this lap. That's what I get for running stock tires.
Yeah, you definitely need some tires out here.
My man is fucking winning.
That last strip, I took the handlebars to the chest.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's done, dude. Don't worry about it. Okay, so I'm back out here in the shop and doing a little bit of damage report on this bike. Now, as far as my ribs go, they're fine. I got bruised up pretty good, but I'll survive. I didn't break anything, thankfully, but yeah. The bike, on the other hand, just check this out. Okay, so first off, right, I was having a hard time getting this thing to go, and I thought, okay, the belt's slipping or whatever. That's not the case. Okay, keep in mind, this bike is off the ground, right? You can't get this wheel to move. This rear wheel is locked up. I should have cleaned it off a little bit, but I tried, and yeah, a water hose isn't doing it, and unfortunately I don't have a pressure washer at the moment, so we're just gonna have to do it like this. But the rear wheel is locked up. I'm not sure. There's a lot of mud caked up on the brakes. I'm not sure if that's the problem. The filter, it's rough. It's in bad shape. It was kind of coughing and choking a little bit out there on the track right before I took a dive, so that could be part of it. But the worst thing is right here. All right, so you've got your neck tube. You got those two bearings where the bolt goes through. I want you to look at this. Those bearings are shot. You can see the bottom pieces in here. You can see the bottom of it in there, where they had just completely give out. Look at the amount of play in that thing. It's rough. So we've got some new neck bearings ordered. We've got some, I ordered a new brake hub and everything. I'm just going to replace the whole thing after I get all this cleaned up. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of rework and getting done on this bike in the very near future. We had a great time at Prosperity Motorplex. The track conditions and everything was not their fault. They were dragging that track constantly, trying to get it all leveled out and try and make it as good as they could with the conditions we had. That being said, it's a great track. I can't wait to run it on dry conditions because, let's be honest, this bike was not built for mud. It wasn't. Just heads up, stock tires on a Coleman BT200, not for mud, not even a little bit. I couldn't keep that bike upright to save my life. You probably saw it. I ate it quite a few times. But if you haven't already, you can like and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook at Mini Bike America. You can pick up a t-shirt, hat, or hoodie from Stover Customs to help support the channel. And until next time, y'all get up, get out there, get after it, and stay tuned for an announcement from Prosperity Motorplex.
Guys, appreciate everybody coming out to Prosperity Motorplex. We have the 2nd annual Baja Classic out here today. Had a little wet, a little mud, but it was a lot of fun. We plan on doing another one sometime in the summer or early spring. So everybody get ready. Wait for Prosperity Motorplex website, Facebook page, Baja Classic Facebook page. We're going to be having another one probably, I'd say, in early spring or midsummer. We hope we see you there. Thank everyone for coming out, and I hope they all have a good time. This racetrack is totally free. Only thing we do is maybe sell a raffle on a bike or t-shirts to help keep the track up. Thanks, everyone.